Alright guys, art, I'm just some bullets and stuff.
Jet.
You looking for a 5-letter word and a 6-letter word.
I have gathering up a little bit, so.
You got food.
I'm trying to find out what are your organic polymer. Like I said, I boosted weight a lot. That's the only thing I really boosted. Everything else is regular.
F-E-W-E-R-A-G-E.
This is all legit. Except for gunpowder. How I got my bullets. That's the only thing that I didn't do legit. And I got XP boosted also. That's about it. I put food up in there for a reason. Y'all better go eat it. See, I put food up in all of these. One full of berries.
You got spikes. Yes, I see.
I would do this for 5-letter word.
And one for raw meat.
Like somebody over there singing or humming or doing something.
And then it's like a fire and you do it.
You gotta throw it evidence. You gotta know when they will find it.
Sweet. When I look at soup, I thought it was sweet. So now you just need the 6-letter word.
Alright, right now I'm gonna go look for a bird.
What is J-E-S-U-I?
And I'm taking the lower level one because I really won't care if it dies. The other one I'm gonna be mad if it dies. So it's best I take this one. Because I don't really care about it. Earlier I tried to take the jar.
You only need the 6-letter word.
I'm here. I really need to tame a parasaur. I had to, but I don't know what happened to him. Level 5. 15. I'll take this one. I also boosted Taming speed because most of the time I don't have time to be waiting for them to get hungry.
Usually it's JU.
So
Words are usually
I
JU.
buffed that.
Not necessarily.
Pterodactyl, you stay here. Ooh.
I was looking for justice. It's gotta have a C. And I was thinking about gesture, it's gotta have R.
I know that's not.
Prudence. You drink the water, Jada, when it's in the pizza. That's what you come back from. Legit. I can't figure that last one out.
That's how far I buffed it.
What was it? What was it, though?
We'll come back to get him.
J-U-S-Z-E-S-U-I.
J-E-S-U-I.
I said it right there. J-E-S-U-I-T. I think that's what you had to talk about. The Catholic Church. It's very crazy, isn't it? Oh, so you had that. Can't eat it. That would be good if I could. But I think that it's down in there. So, like, I saw the lady, she's just pulling as much to the edge as she could. I'm sorry. She's pulling as much to the edge. She could get off the head. But she said that wouldn't really hurt me so much. Get to the mouth and stuff off the head. And then I wanted to try to get in there and get some carding done, but can't find the breaking point. It's like it's all wrapped around a center, knotted around a center with a hole in the very back. So obviously, she and her mom just did this every morning, just brushed it back.
Well, they do that anyway. These, when she comes down the house, she don't have a comb straight through it. She, in the morning, she put it in a bun and wrapped that hairband around. Because I know a couple of times I've tried to comb Jada's hair too. And that was way before it was matted. Anybody's hair get tangled up if you don't comb it. Don't comb it. Yes, Lord, don't comb it. Listen. Your hair be so matted up, boy, you be like, oh, don't worry, me.
I always want her to see Jada family. She get Jada way that I like looking. And but I just said it's really flat. That way you don't have to keep reading, you know. Hey, that's 12 minutes before you have to get off and help baby. You get 10 minutes before you got to get outside to take care of me. This drama is, you got to figure it out and all of that, and even when it's murder, it's clean murder. There is such a thing. It's not blood and pork. We was crazy moving on last night, tell us a ball on the movie where he married this lady who had a little girl. And the little girl was always trying to please him and call him dad. He wasn't really the child's dad, but he married the wrong one when the little was little. And he just didn't get into the family thing. He was having a struggle with that. And she took the little girl to the store, and the little girl bought a dog. And he said, she didn't need another dog. And how'd you pay for it? She said, I put it on my credit card. So she said, let your daddy see that card, that dog. And she went and let him see the dog. And the dog said, hello, my name is talking to somebody, da da da. And blinked her eyes and moved her little head a little bit. Well, he didn't like the dog. And so, when the little girl, he took the dog some kind of way. The little girl went to play with somebody anyway, and he had to leave the dog in the house. The little dog said, my name is whatever, and I don't like you. Now the dogs always say, I love you, my name is so-so-so, I love you. She told him, I don't like you. And he got tickled like, yeah, right, I'm going to show you. So he started doing things to the dog, bit by bit. And he tried to set fire to the dog, and the fire wouldn't take. Then he tried to use the electric saw and cut the dog's head off. The saw wouldn't cut. And so she told me, you'll be sorry. Don't do this, you won't be sorry.
Don't do it, don't you come around.
And he just...
He steady couldn't. He
Instead of doing different stuff, he put it in the garbage can and closed it down. He did all kind of stuff. And in the end, one night, he heard this noise like running water. And he got up to go see what it was. And he went in to the little girl, and the little girl was asleep. And he looked, and he turned around and he heard the noise downstairs. And he started going downstairs. The dog was laying on the steps, and he tripped over the dog, fell, got to the end. And he broke his neck or something. He was dead. He was dying, and the dog said something to him like, I told you. You must be sorry. Well, the mother went and called the police and ran and got to pick the dog up. And the dog said, my name is Kathy. You better treat me nice. And that was the end of it. I said, only on, what's it, it wasn't
FX.
It wasn't.
That's what it sounded like. It was on something on some FX.
Yeah, it was not after Hitchhiker. It was the one before this. And mother said, he tickled me. He's so crazy. He's laughing and trying to get the.
He must have been keen to Chucky. He was keen to Chucky.
I don't know. It was a girl. Her name was Kathy. I don't know what she was into. But he was innocent at first. I said, my name is. And he told his wife that dog said something. She said, a dog. Yeah, right. You know. He said, you got a tape player somewhere. Where you got the tape player? You conspiring to make me think this dog is talking. He said, but you got a tape player. Where's that tape player? She said, what are you talking about? And at the end, she said, you will be sorry. And he will be. Crazy stuff. I gave her Trevor Perry Mason.
What's turning on?
I'm not going to do something with her. You can get back when I get off the repair. You can get back on.
Why do you keep on turning it
You don't have
off?
to turn it, just push input. Turn it on back on, then push input.
Oh, Susie, for Susie. Oh, Susie, for Susie. I pushed Susie for Susie.
Yeah, Ryan just finished the rest.
Oh, yeah. What channel is this? We got a bad little girl. She went around the house chasing a frog and trying to get it.
My challenge is to be in sync
Come on,
with
baby.
my
I want to
body,
get at least
myself,
one piece of
my
yours.
life.
I'd like to get a quarter
It all starts with a
dozen.
healthy routine.
Come on, let's a quarter to not. Not the whole way, but a quarter to not. Come on, sit right here.
Probiotics every day. Take the Activia Probiotic Challenge. Fungus on your fingers and toes. We've searched and found thousands of potential solutions, but which one really works? It's easy to decide. Choose Tinea by Dr. Blaine. Guaranteed to work or your money back. I always recommend Tinea. You don't need a prescription, there are no dangerous side effects, and you should start to see improvements in as little as 2 weeks.
Try Tinea risk-free. I guarantee it will work for you, or you'll get your money back.
What I got some cheese? What is that? See, drop that in here.
And talking back.
That's flavor.
The K is back at the brand new expanded Graceland Experience in Memphis, Tennessee. This massive new state-of-the-art entertainment complex will take you through the life of the king himself with new exhibits and activities for the entire family. And when paired with the Graceland Mansion Tour, where you can see the famous Jungle Room, visitors can truly immerse themselves in this one-of-a-kind Elvis experience. And for a limited time, you can stay at the all-new 4-star guest house at Graceland Resort Hotel for as low as $59 per person per night. But that's not all. As part of this special TV offer, the first 25 people who book their trip this hour will receive a photo autographed by Priscilla Presley. If you haven't been to Graceland lately, you haven't been to Graceland. Go to GracelandOffer.com, use promo code TV, or call 1-800-724-7539. Tired of wrestling with seemingly impossible cleaning tasks? Using wipes in the kitchen and sprays in the bathroom can be ineffective. Try Mr. Clean Magic Eraser. Simply add water and use in your kitchen for burnt-on food, in your bathroom to remove soap scum, and on walls to remove scuffs and marks. It erases 4 times more permanent marker per swipe. For an effective multi-surface clean, use Mr. Clean Magic Eraser. Brand power, helping you buy better.
White cord to the right. It's not send something just to look right. Turn that off.
That's the first good news I've heard in 2 days.
Remember you heard it here first, sir?
Jay,
What?
hit me up on my
duplicate of me had been created by the transporter malfunction.
T.J. Hooker, weekdays at 5, 4 Central on BTV.
Now listen, and listen good.
Be on the lookout for a beachfront crime wave.
Police work is your job, Mr. McGarrett, not mine. Exactly.
Watch Hawaii 5-0.
What do you got to lose?
Weeknights at 6, 9 Central on BTV.
Who is it?
Oh, she got a lot to say, don't she?
Who is it?
You know who it is. Harry.
I'm trying to work my way to
You forgot to say come in, Elaine. That's bad manners.
Teach me manners, Harry. Do that, will you?
Oh, relax, honey. I didn't come here to fight.
I know what you came for. I don't have any money.
With all that dough you make as a model?
I've got bills to pay.
It's simple. Turn them over to Mr. Ross Hollister.
You would think that.
Why not? He wants to marry you, doesn't he? It ought to be worth a little something to him.
Get out.
Do you want me to go to Hollister?
If you ever talk to him, I'll kill you. I mean that, Harry.
Kill your own husband? You don't have a lover?
That was all over 5 years ago. I made a mistake.
You made a feud. You walked out on me. Now that's desertion.
I know. You've told me often enough. Why can't you call an end to it now and let me have a divorce?
Well, sure, honey. I'd go to Vegas myself, but, that takes money.
Do you think if I had it, I'd give it to you?
Well, did Hollister give you this?
No.
Huh? That ought to be worth $1,000 at least. Yes, sir. Here's the first 2 weeks in Vegas. That leaves you 4 to go.
When you die, Harry, I know exactly who'll be at your funeral. You.
Well, I guess I never did win any popularity contest. But no one can ever say I wasn't a patient man. This is Monday. I'll give you a week, Elaine. 1 week. Make the most of it. Come on back in, Elaine. You hardly got wet.
Oh, I've had enough for today, Ross. I have a slight headache.
You've had a slight headache for days. What's bothering you, honey?
Bothering me? Nothing.
Come on, can't you tell me?
Really, darling, I haven't the slightest idea what you're talking about. Anybody home? I would have knocked, but I couldn't find the door.
Sheila! Come on in. How about a Swift?
Oh, no thanks. I'm the working member of this firm, remember? I just came from the office. Hello, Elaine. I hope you'll forgive me, but since Ross is leaving town tomorrow, I thought I'd better drop by and pick up the company books he was working on.
Oh, don't hate me, Sheila, but I completely forgot about them.
Perfectly understandable.
Look, I'll go over them tonight, and then I'll drop the books and my report by your place in the morning.
So that'll be taking you miles out of your way. Why don't you drop them by Elaine's tomorrow morning, and I'll pick them up here. I'll be in Hollywood anyway. Would you mind, dear? Oh, of course not. But I have to be at work very early, so I'll give you my key. I have an extra one.
And I'll leave it under the mat for you.
That's good enough. Oh, incidentally, Ross, this came for you in the mail this morning.
Oh.
You have a good trip. I'll see you in 2 weeks. Make lots of money for us. Bye, dear. She always manages to find finds some excuse to drop by, doesn't she?
Darling, you really don't think that Sheila's interested in me?
When an attractive widow takes a good-looking man and makes him one of her business partners, she... Oh, I'm sorry, Ross. I'm making noises like a jealous female.
What are we waiting for? Let's get married tonight. We can fly up to Vegas.
No.
You've been saying no for months. Elaine, I don't understand you. 1 second you're jealous, and then the next you're... Where's your ring?
Well, I left it at home. It's been slipping off. Darling, it's getting late, and we have an awful lot of work to do. I better get dressed.
This is to inform you that we have finally identified the man who has been visiting Miss Elaine Barton at her apartment. His name is Harry Pipkin. We hope to have additional information for you in our next report.
Hello, Elaine. Well, guess who this is? Oh, now, sweetie, that's no way to talk. You know, your week is up.
I know, Harry, but I told you. I haven't got any money. I've got bills to pay.
Well, just to prove I'm not such a bad guy after all. Tell you what I'll do. I'll give you another couple days. If you don't have the dough by then, I'm going to sit me down with Mr. Ross Hollis, who he is, so that I can get moving in his hospital.
Special delivery just came.
You didn't open it.
I didn't dare.
See what you mean.
I should see the whole one.
It's an answer to our ad in yesterday's paper.
Did you see the Bob Pinchley accident? Dear Mr. Mason, this is an answer to your advertisement in the Chronicle. If you're interested in locating the person who witnessed the hit-and-run accident in which a client of yours was injured on Monday, May 3rd at 10 p.m., the party you want is Elaine Barton, who lives at 719 Fairmont. Unfortunately, Miss Barton cannot get in touch with you at this time. However, you'll find the license number of the hit-and-run cover inside the back cover of a notebook in her desk. Since Elaine is rarely at home, I am enclosing a key to her apartment. A friend.
Call the Drake Detective Agency. Have Paul stand by. We may need to have a license.
Use that key.
Why not?
It looks like a trap.
Yeah, it has all the earmarks.
Well, you're not going to walk right into it.
What else is a trap for?
The MeTV app is now available for smartphones and tablets. Listen to MeTV music while on the go. Plus, see the complete MeTV program schedule, find MeTV channels in your area, and receive TV series and episode summaries. Download the MeTV app today.
Let's dance, Grandma.
You don't let anything keep you sidelined. That's why you drink Ensure with 9 grams of protein and 26 vitamins and minerals for the strength and energy to get back to doing what you love. Ensure, always be you.
I'm pretty handy around the house, but now that I have kids, I don't want to spend a Saturday installing a toilet or fixing an air conditioner. Thankfully, there's Home Advisor. Home Advisor helps me find the best home pros in my area to handle any kind of project. They have verified reviews of the pros, and they do background checks, so you know you can trust them with your home. You can compare prices, book appointments, and what my wife loves most is that Home Advisor is completely free to use.
Go to homeadvisor.com or download the free app.
If a patient doesn't have time to clean between their teeth, I don't give them a lecture. I give them options.
Gum Brand for healthy gums. Soft fix rubber bristles clean comfortably. New flossers for better comfort and control. Dentist hygienist recommended.
Happy gums matter.
Well,
For our Wednesday changes, we'll be arriving in the form of one that works its way through here later in the day. Give us a good opportunity to scatter showers and storms through the afternoon into evening hours. That spread of rain and thunder sticks around for Thursday, but I think especially from the metro down to the south. Drier and less humid.
And I didn't know that job required
expected on Friday with a high of 89. More storms arrive on Sunday.
I was injured in a car wreck in downtown Jackson, and I knew I needed help. So I called my attorney, Richard Ford.
One call, that's all.
If you've been hurt in a car wreck, you know who to call. Call me. Remember, one call, that's all.
Listen up, America. This is an important medical alert for anyone suffering from back or knee pain. If you or a loved one suffers from back or knee pain and have Medicare as your primary insurance, you can qualify for a pain-relieving back or knee brace at little or no cost to you. Stop living in pain because the brace you need is too costly. Call Listen Up America right now for more details. The call is free and there's no obligation.
Please call 800-658-1247.
Reflections on the American South, particularly the Mississippi Delta,
She is calling them tiki torch traders.
He wrote several works of fiction and nonfiction, including North Port Home and Nine Dogs Skip. 16 WAPT, celebrating 200 years of Mississippi.
You know when they on the horse with the playing the tiki torch. Tiki torch traders.
What she killed me, she said.
WAPT's college kickoff preview, the local special for local teams, August 30th at 7.
Richard Schwartz got me $100,000.
You know who to call. Richard Schwartz. One call, that's all.
If you've been hurt in a car wreck, you know who to call. Call me. Remember, one call, that's all.
Just a minute.
Miss Barton?
Yes?
My name is Mason, Terry Mason.
Perry Mason.
May I come in?
You'll forgive the way I look. I'm not used to having famous lawyers turn up to my apartment at this hour.
I'm sorry I awakened you.
It's all right. I guess I'm still half asleep. Will you excuse me a minute?
Of course.
I want to put some water on for the coffee. I'll be right back.
It's consent.
Now, what can I do for you?
Don't you know?
No.
Didn't you see this ad in yesterday's papers?
$500 reward. If the party who witnessed the hit-and-run accident at the intersection of Hickman and Vermicello Drive around 10 p.m. on Monday, the 3rd, will communicate with the office of Perry Mason, this doesn't mean a thing.
I assumed that you were that witness. Obviously, I was misinformed.
Obviously.
It's too bad. A client of mine, a young fellow by the name of Robert Finchley, was badly hurt. Well, just for the record, would you mind telling me where you were that night?
That was a week ago, Monday.
That's right.
Oh, I had dinner with a friend named Ross Hollister. By 8 o'clock, I was back here.
Then this whole thing is the case of mistaken identity. Got both of us out of bed too early. I haven't even had my morning coffee yet.
Would you like to join me?
You sure it isn't too much trouble?
Not a bit.
Is that power concedes nothing without a demand.
I hope you like instant coffee.
Fine.
Do you take cream or sugar?
No, thanks.
I thought it was interesting one point she brought out. You do that?
Here we go.
Thank you.
gave you my name, but, well, frankly, I'm delighted. I need a lawyer. Are you very expensive?
Very.
I'm not joking. I need your help. I'm being blackmailed. And I thought, well, if someone like you could go and talk to this man, maybe you could frighten him off. What do you think?
I think you're an excellent actress, Miss Barton.
What'd you say, Mama? What was the point you liked, she said?
Well, she said, here you
Thank
are.
you for the fine performance. And thank you for the call.
Or either
It was good,
supporting. She said, she's tired people, so those who are supported by being quiet and those who are supporting
I don't understand, Mr. Mason. I stood in that corner for at least 20 minutes. I didn't see
You
it
are,
so.
those are neo-Nazis.
The way you described this to Lady
new
Martin, I
Nazis.
would have noticed her.
There's always the
Who
chance
killed
she
some of
came
your
along as you
grandparents
crossed
in
the street.
in the World
I
War?
suppose so.
She
That
said,
first empty fly, I
and
wasn't
you on
moved
that
to notice
side.
anything.
You know, she was saying
I gotta get out of here. I got a mother to support.
she couldn't believe
Don't worry about it, Bob.
I do worry. I have exactly
She's tired of it.
$76.41 in the
She
bank.
knows she's
It's
tired of
hardly
it.
enough to retire
And
on.
she black.
Get it.
Hello. This is Paul Drake. I'd like to speak to Mr. Mason, please. Oh, Perry. Good. I'm down at the License Bureau. JPE 098 is registered to Stephen Argyle, 4225 Roslyn Lane.
4225 Roslyn Lane. Good work, Paul. You check out his insurance company.
But you know,
I'll send him
it's
a
proven.
charge,
I don't care what anybody says. It's proven.
Get some sleep, young fellow. I'll be in touch with you.
It's proven that they have no idea some of the stuff they stand for. One of the guys I had on my Facebook page, he was interviewing just as a personal interview, you know, like now he wasn't on like with WLBT or with CNN or Fox. And he asked one guy who Robert E. Lee was. That guy said,
Don't misunderstand me,
what,
Mr.
you mean
Mason.
where he
I'm
worked?
flattered by your call.
But you're puzzled by the reason
He
for
said,
it?
no, not your friend Robert. He said, you know Robert E.
On Monday
Lee.
night, May 3rd at 10 o'clock.
That guy
I beg
said,
your pardon.
no, I don't think I know
There was a
him.
witness, Mr. Argyle. We
He
have your
said, but now
license.
aren't you out here
That's
protesting
impossible.
and pulling down these
Last
statues?
Monday evening,
Yeah, you there?
at the Broadmoor
He said, because they trying to pull my history down.
I called
That's
Mr.
my
Ford and asked
history.
him to bring the
He
car
said,
by.
but you don't know who Robert E.
Parked it in
Lee
the
is?
driveway, returned
The
home.
guy looked like,
I didn't leave the club until after 11.
who is
Did
that?
you arrange for me to see you,
Just
chauffeur?
ignorance. That's the only word that will stand is just ignorance.
Pure ignorance.
Pure ignorance.
Or would you come up to the study, please?
But she's got
I
a point in the
imagine
fact that you got so
you're
many whites.
His name is Robert
Yeah.
Finchley.
They're not going to say a
seriously
word.
hurt.
He has a broken
I got
hip. He'll be
friends
in the General
that
Hospital
Donald,
for
like
a
if you
month.
bring up anything race. Now Eminem is more open for that. I don't know if it's because she's gay or what, but
Mr. Mason,
she's way more open than that. But Donald will talk about it. I'm not going to talk about it.
Mr. Mason would like to
No,
ask you a few questions.
I'm Denise don't start.
Sure.
You drove Mr. Argyle's car last
She
Monday night?
said something about, and yes, I agree
Come
that
around 9 o'clock.
I shouldn't be blamed for what my ancestors did, but I can't
So it's his
deny
own
that they not
Mr.
did
Mason
they
thinks
did
my
it
car was involved in a
either.
hit and run accident at 10. Oh, no, sir. That's impossible.
How did the right front fender become damaged?
Oh, I was parked on a street in Beverly Hills a couple of days ago.
No.
Just stopped off for an errand. When I got back, I found the car.
On international product.
Mr. Argyle, did you ever hear of a girl named Elaine Barton?
Elaine Bart? I don't think so.
Sorry to have taken up so much of your time.
Well, not at all. I wish I could have been more help.
If you think of anything, get in touch with me.
Of course.
Perhaps I should leave one with you, too.
Thank you.
Providing for our families now seems harder than ever. 47% of Americans couldn't come up with $400 in case of an emergency, and 2/3 live paycheck to paycheck. Sometimes it feels like the harder you work, the further you fall behind. I'm Ultima Morgan. An accident, disability, or property loss can mean devastation to a family. As a mother and a grandmother, I know what goes into running a household. Let our family help your family. Morgan & Morgan, forthepeople.com.
Hi, I'm Don Duncan, owner of Riverbend Tire Center. Today I want to talk to you about tire safety.
But you see how you
Two
getting out
important things you
you
need to
getting out a
check.
whole bunch
First,
really.
air pressure.
Mama,
Look at your
it was
driver's
not
door and
moved
look at those
budget
things, your tire
without
pressure
this
should
stuff.
be. Second, look at your tires. Turn your steering wheel all the way to one side. Look at your tires across the tread to make sure they're wearing evenly.
And it's not sold anywhere.
Be careful in your travels. You
got
can see what you need. We have 2 locations in Jackson, 1 in Flowood, and now in Carthage. Where we may have ugly buildings, we have beautiful prices.
I needed something more to help control my type 2 diabetes.
That rat food.
My A1C wasn't where it needed
I
to
sent
be.
Jada home with one.
So I liked when my doctor told me that I may reach my blood sugar and A1C goals by activating what's within me with once weekly Trulicity.
Trulicity is not insulin. It helps activate my body to do what it's supposed to do. Release its own insulin.
I take it once a week and it works 24/7. It comes in an easy-to-use pen and I may even lose a little weight. Trulicity is a once-weekly injectable prescription medicine to improve blood sugar in adults with type 2 diabetes when used with diet and exercise. Trulicity is not insulin. It should not be the first medicine to treat diabetes or for people with type 1 diabetes or diabetic ketoacidosis. Do not take Trulicity if you or a family member has had medullary thyroid cancer, if you've had multiple endocrine neoplasia syndrome type 2, or if you are allergic to Trulicity. Stop Trulicity and call your doctor right away if you have a lump or swelling in your neck, severe pain in your stomach, or symptoms such as itching, rash, or trouble breathing. Serious side effects may include pancreatitis, which can be fatal. Taking Trulicity with a sulfonylurea or insulin increases your risk for low blood sugar. Common side effects include nausea, diarrhea, vomiting, decreased appetite, and indigestion. Some side effects can lead to dehydration, which may make existing kidney problems worse.
Once weekly Trulicity may help me reach my blood sugar goals. With Trulicity, I click to activate what's within me.
If you want help improving your A1C and blood sugar, activate your within. Ask your doctor about once weekly Trulicity.
I was out of the dating scene for quite a while, being married, having kids. Now I'm looking for an adult to share my time with.
Join the thousands getting back out there on the fastest growing dating site for people over 50. Start for free today at OurTime.com.
This is Me TV, Jackson's home for memorable entertainment television. That's memorable. That's me. Me TV.
Hello, Harry. How's the world treating you?
Well, yep.
Okay. Hey, where's Mr. Argyle?
Oh, he's home.
Hey, he sure is a swell guy.
He's the soul of the earth. Say, Pat, you remember Monday you were mentioning to him about your rheumatism acting up?
Mr. Argyle wasn't here Monday night.
Well, how would the boss know about your rheumatism?
I'm always complaining.
Well, he wanted you to have this. It's a new medicine. Did wonders for the boss arthritis.
Yeah, that's awful right.
That's what I've been telling you. He's a great guy. You better look in the bag again.
$100.
Just a little present. You better spend it on a memory course. You'll need one if you don't remember Mr. Argyle being here Monday night.
Now, who said he wasn't?
And when we received this call from the Freight Detective Agency inquiring about your automobile insurance, well, naturally we were disturbed. We made some inquiries of our own.
Oh, see here, Mr. Bates.
Well, no reason to get upset, Mr. Argyle. Let's try to maintain a little perspective. Do you realize what this accident could cost my company?
You realize what it could cost me. I could go to jail.
Exactly. You could go to jail. You see, we both have a good deal to lose. How do you think it would look to a jury if Perry Mason proved your chauffeur Pitkin tipped the doorman at the Broadmoor $100?
Well...
Mr. Argyle, I'm going to lay my cards on the
You
table.
know that? Mama, the person that was found shot to death on I-220 in that
Could make
Nissan
both of us
Altima,
look good.
he was awaiting trial for a 2016
My company
murder.
must never find out.
Can
Can I trust you?
That's all like a vigilante. Somebody took him out. He ain't gonna make that.
Good. We're going to settle this thing out of court.
I don't know if I should sign.
He was just 21.
Mr.
Who
Mason
is he?
right
He's 21 years old.
I'm sure Mason would never turn down a $2,500 settlement.
I think the insurance company is being very generous, Mr. Bates.
Well, we try to be fair.
And I'm ready to add my personal check for $1,000 more.
What?
Just to get
He
this thing
shot
out
a
of the way.
17-year-old. Jar, Fred, Angel.
Potentially. All you got to do is just put the old John Hancock right there. I don't know if I should, Mr. Bates. Well,
You know
if you're so rich, you can afford to throw away $3,500 and take your chance with the jury.
Believe that. That somebody dealing with that got him back. That's retaliatory. Especially when they riddled his car. Mama, his car had so many holes in it. It was no way he could have gotten out without, he'd have bled to death. They shot it so many times.
Well, there's something about insurance adjusters like Bates. They're so dependable, you can always rely on them to stick a knife in your back.
What would happen if you called his company?
I did that.
Oh, yeah.
They've no more use for him than I have, but what could they do? He came in waving Bob Finchley's signed release.
Yes, Gertie? Lynn Barton.
No.
Gertie, tell me about...
Wait.
Put her on, Gertie.
Hello? Well, this is a surprise. What can I do for you? Oh, no, I'm sorry.
Somebody was hit by a pickup truck
I have a dinner date tonight.
in the neighborhood, too.
I know, but... All right, I'll be there at 8.
In France, that will run forth, but you're fighting against me.
You're late.
I thought you'd forgive me under the circumstances. A little gift from a grateful client.
What's this for?
Don't you think it's about time we ended this farce? You were a witness to that hit-run accident on May 3rd.
No, I wasn't.
So how do you explain my finding the license number in your address book? Next to the back cover.
Y'all walking that street. Baby, these folks eating you up on the curb. You know, if you're
I
in
didn't
the
write
street, you
this.
ain't got a chance.
You know Stephen Argyle?
He's Harry's boss,
Harry?
Harry Pitkin.
Let's go from the beginning. Now, why did you call me?
I told you I was in trouble.
What do you call trouble? Harry Pitkin, isn't it?
Yes. My husband.
That's your gun? You are in trouble.
Is this your gun, Mrs. Pitkin?
What?
Oh, I'm terribly sorry. I understood the victim was your husband. Then you are Mrs. Pitkin.
Yes.
And this is your gun. Would you like to tell me how it happened?
I don't know, Lieutenant. I went out for a walk about 4 o'clock. I left the front door open. When I came back, he was there.
Yes, of course. How did you and your husband get along?
I wouldn't answer that if I were you.
You representing the lady?
No, I didn't.
Yes, I am.
I'm afraid I'll have to ask you to come downtown.
I'll get my coat.
Yes, I'd pack a bag, too.
There's no question about it, Lieutenant. The bullet came from this gun.
What about fingerprints?
Mrs. Pitkin.
Is that all?
No, there's a right forefinger on here, too.
It looks like a man's, huh? You sure it isn't Pitkin?
Positive.
I don't like this. You got a beautiful case against this gal. I'd hate to lose it just because of a fingerprint that we can't account for. Run it down.
What is it, Jimmy?
Excuse me, sir. There's a Mr. Mason to see you.
Tell him I've gone to bed. You wouldn't believe it. Good evening.
All right, Jimmy.
I suppose I should apologize, but frankly, I just didn't feel up to seeing you tonight. I shouldn't wonder. No, look, Mason, I've done nothing I'm ashamed of.
You're very fortunate, Mr. Argyle. Most of us have a conscience.
I don't like that insinuation. Everything considered, I think it was a pretty handsome settlement.
A bullet in the head?
What are you talking about? I was referring to your client, Robert Finchley.
I was referring to your chauffeur, Harry Pitkin. He was murdered this afternoon.
I don't believe it.
Would you care to check with the police?
But who did it?
Right now, they're inclined to suspect Elaine Barton.
Elaine Barton? Didn't you mention that name before?
Her legal name is Elaine Pitkin. She was his wife.
I didn't know he was married.
Apparently, there was more profit in keeping it secret. And when was the last time you saw him?
Last night. This was the day off.
Thank you. I believe the last time I was here, I gave you my card. I'm still at the same address.
MeTV needs more me.
Well, if you line it out, you're born on
Me? Well, just get more me. Mama's family.
Maybe it looks like an air raid. It's probably a Hogan room. And if there's a German officer that looks familiar, it's definitely a Hogan room. Watch the trickery on Hogan's Heroes. Weeknights at 10/9 Central. Part of the summer of MeTV.
Hi, Anthony Sullivan here with Hurricane Spin Brew. The lightweight, easy to use, portable that picks up practically everything. It weighs less than 2 pounds, and its rotating bristle is clean like a street sweeper. It gobbles up everything in its
I've seen something, but I ain't seen the last one.
Wet food, pet hair,
not the
cups
last
if you like.
one.
It even sweets the ice.
Yeah, my boy told me what happened on the last one. I said, I don't need that.
Don't tell me.
Right, I said the same thing. He told me, I said, that can't be true.
Around furniture, quick and easy. With no cords and no batteries.
Oh, yeah, I'm waiting on
The secret's the triple brush technology. It uses centrifugal force combined with the rotating action of everything. Just push to empty in the trash. Your hands never touch the mess. And the spin broom has a mega mouth that's big enough to pick up a ham sandwich. Look at that. The giant corner brushes clean along baseboards and toe kicks with no scuffing and no scratching. Use even vinyl. It gets into the grout lines, leaving nothing behind. And the full-flat handle lets you easily reach and clean under furniture. Watch this. Even little shards of broken glass are no match for the spin broom. And it's so easy to use, kids can and will use it. Plus, you can rinse and clean, and it's stored practically anywhere. Vacuums are heavy, and the old way is back-breaking work. And stop chasing around the line from a dust-banded broom. Call now to get the original Hurricane Spin Broom for just $19.99. Good order right now, and you can double the offer. Plus, get our Sticky Buddy, the reusable sticky roller that picks up pet hair and lint and washes clean in seconds. Just pay a separate fee. So get your special offer Hurricane Spin Broom for just $19.99. Here's how to order.
Call 1-800-867-4217 to get your Hurricane Spin Broom. Call or visit myspinbroom.com. Call 1-800-867-4217. It's 1-800-867-4217. Deluxe version available. Order now.
Then why you looking like that?
Pitkin never mentioned a man by the name of Joe Raymond?
No.
They roomed together. Did he ever mention any other name? What did you two talk about?
Money. That's all he ever wanted.
Where did you get the ring you gave him? The police found the pawn ticket for it in his room. Now, who gave you that ring?
Ross Hollister.
Ross Hollister. Did Hollister know you were married?
Pretty good.
Where can I find him?
Not bad.
I don't know. He's out of town.
Have you heard from him since you've been in here? How do you explain that?
We haven't heard about it. He's in Canada somewhere.
There are plenty of newspapers in Canada, you know. Does Hollister have a key to your apartment?
Yes, I have two. I loaned him one Monday night. He's got to drop some company records off for Sheila.
Sheila?
Sheila Cromwell. They're in business together.
Did she pick those records up?
I suppose so. There was nothing there Tuesday night.
How did she get in? You told me Hollister had your other key.
We were supposed to leave it for her under the mat.
Did he?
I don't know. That's it.
Yes, it is. Someone mailed it to me.
Who?
That's what I'd like to know. Now, where can I find Ross Hollister?
How many times must I tell you I don't know? I just don't know.
Did you know Pitkin?
Well, I saw him several times at the office when he came by from Mr. Argyle. How's this? By the way, thanks for meeting me here. I thought I a chance to get away from the office.
Not at all. I appreciate your seeing me. That's what I'm well.
I didn't say I was curious.
So was I. Is Argyle a business associate of yours?
Yes.
He certainly gets around. Although not as much as Ross Hollister.
What's that supposed to mean?
I take it you know Hollister fairly well.
Very well.
Don't you think it's strange he's made no effort to get in touch with Elaine?
Oh, you're mistaken. Ross called me this morning. He's very much concerned about her.
Where is he?
Canada.
Where in Canada?
I don't recall the name of the town. I think I was stupid not to ask.
Did he say Los Angeles?
He wanted to. I assured him there was nothing to worry about.
His girlfriend is charged with murder, and you assured him there was nothing to worry about?
Well, I followed your cases religiously. I have a great deal of confidence in your ability.
I'm flattered. However, I would like to have Mr. Hollister here before the hearing.
I'll tell him next time he calls.
Thank you.
But I wouldn't give a man any false hope. I don't expect to hear from him. Shall we order?
This is the time fixed for the preliminary hearing. Are you ready, gentlemen?
The prosecution's ready, Your Honor. We're ready for the defense, sir.
Then you may call your first witness, Mr. Berger.
I call Frederick Arms.
Frederick Arms.
Raise your right hand, please. Do you solemnly swear the testimony about to give in the cause not pending this court for the truth, the whole truth?
I do.
State your name.
Frederick Arms.
Be seated.
Put what on for?
I'm employed by the Apex Detective. Tell the court your connection with Elaine Pitkin. We were hired to keep her under surveillance for 2 weeks. Who hired you? Mr. Ross Hollister. During those 2 weeks, did the deceased, Harry Pitkin, ever visit the defendant? Yes, sir, twice. Once on April 28th, then again on May 1st. What about May 10th, the day that Pitkin was murdered? I couldn't say. We were no longer on the case. I call your attention to the date of April 29th. That's the morning after Mr. Pitkin's first visit. Did anything unusual occur? Yes, sir. At 11 o'clock, Mrs. Pitkin went into a pawn shop on Main Street and bought a gun. Did you question the pawnbroker after she left? Yes, sir, I did. He gave me the serial number of the gun. I copied it down.
I object, Your Honor. This is pure hearsay. If Mr. Berger wishes the pawnbroker to testify, why...
Thank you, Mr. Mason. We'll do that. We'll do that this afternoon. Your witness.
Mr. Argyle, how well do you know the defendant?
Well, I don't know her at all.
And you never heard Ross Hollister mention her name?
No. Why should he?
Well, I understood you and Hollister were in business together.
Well, that doesn't make me his confidant.
And you had no knowledge of the defendant's relationship with your chauffeur, Mr. Pitkin?
None at all, until you told me.
That is all. You may step down.
I call Mrs. Sheila Cromwell.
Now, Mrs. Cromwell, how long have you known the defendant, Mrs. Pitkin?
Almost a year and a half. Mr. Hollister introduced us.
Has she ever expressed an opinion to you about Mr. Hollister?
Several times.
Do you remember what she said?
Well, I recall on one occasion, Elaine told me that Ross meant everything in the world to her, and she would never let anybody stop her from marrying him.
In other words, you felt that she was capable of anything, even murdering anyone who interfered.
I object. Counsel is leading the witness.
Sustained.
You may cross-examine.
Mrs. Cromwell, you consider yourself a friend of the defendant?
I do.
But you consider yourself a better friend of Mr. Hollister.
Yeah, you got some lemon
Right
meringue
now,
pie.
not before my husband died, he brought him into the business.
That the only reason?
I don't understand.
You are interested in Hollister, are you not?
Of course, my husband and I thought very highly of him.
What's that?
Where is Mr. Hollister now?
No.
Isn't that rather a peculiar way to run a business?
No. We're merchandising a new product. Mr. Hollister's on an extensive selling trip. He could be anywhere.
When was the last time you saw him?
On the afternoon of May 3rd, I dropped by his house.
Why?
Been some discrepancies in the company's books. Mr. Hollister was checking them for me, and I wanted his opinion before he left town.
And what was his opinion?
He hadn't finished. He was going to drop the books by Elaine's apartment, and I was to pick them up the following day.
Did you?
No, I couldn't get in. I was supposed to leave the key under the mat, but it wasn't there.
Where are those records now?
I have no idea.
Didn't you attempt to reach Mr. Hollister to find out?
It wasn't that important.
It was important to him before he left town.
No.
Important enough for him to make complicated arrangements such as borrowing the defendant's key and having you make a special trip to her apartment.
You don't understand.
Then we need clarification, Mrs. Cromwell. Would you please explain to this court why you, as a close business associate of Hollister's, wouldn't know his itinerary on this supposed business trip? And why, when the woman he loved was charged with murder, you failed to make one attempt to contact him?
Stop! Please stop! Stop!
Your Honor, I think this has gone quite far enough. Mr. Mason's cross-examination is highly improper.
If Your Honor, please. I feel Mrs. Cromwell's testimony shows her to be completely unreliable. If you will allow me to continue, I believe I can present sufficient evidence to warrant a charge of perjury.
Your Honor, it must be obvious the witness is in no condition to continue. May I suggest an adjournment?
Mr. Mason? If I may resume my cross-examination in the morning? You may. The attorney stands adjourned until 10 o'clock tomorrow morning.
This is The Twilight Zone.
It's an incredible story.
Highly imaginative, incredibly inventive.
Must believe.
In The Twilight Zone.
Tonight at 12:30, 11:30 Central on MeTV.
16 WAPT, the one to watch for severe weather. Because summer here means nasty storms.
This severe thunderstorm producing dangerous hail.
Even devastating hurricanes.
The hurricane will make landfall tomorrow.
The one to watch means cutting-edge mobile.
A cutting-edge app with interactive radar, hurricane tracking, and hourly forecast.
David Hartman and the 16 WAPT weather team, the one to watch.
Oh, Karen, this is embarrassing.
Not for me.
You're not the one buying these.
You're right. Mine are much better quality, and I get them delivered right to my door.
Oh,
U.S. Med Express.
I didn't know you needed these.
Exactly. Thanks to the discreet delivery from U.S. Med Express.
Keep this between us.
You, me, and U.S. Med Express.
Call U.S. Med Express now for your free sample. 866-271-0827. U.S. Med Express.
Author and Mississippian Eudora Welty wrote novels and short stories about the American South. Her book, The Optimist's Daughter, won the Pulitzer Prize in 1973. Her birthplace in Jackson is a Mississippi landmark. 16 WAPT celebrating 200 years of Mississippi.
WAPT's College Kickoff Preview, the local special for local teams, August 30th at 7.
Get up here now. Let me get this jack home. Let me get it home. We don't have to do that. We don't have to work tomorrow. Sorry. And then I'm on that. See, Mother needs to help us on tomorrow. Can you help us tomorrow?
Ross Hollister, Route 1, Halsey, California. Yes. 456. 13 words. That'll be $1.15 plus 12 cents tax. How soon will it get there? Halsey? About 2 hours. Thank you. You're welcome. Ready, sir?
Huh? Oh, I can't think of enough to fill out 15 words. Thank you very much.
When we adjourned yesterday, Mr. Cromwell was being cross-examined by defense counsel.
Since the witness has already been sworn in, you may proceed, Mr. Mason.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Are you feeling better this morning, Mrs. Cromwell?
Yes.
Then perhaps you will be able to tell us where Mr. Hollister is and why you neglected to get in touch with him.
I can only add one thing to what I said yesterday. Ross was upset when he left Los Angeles.
About what?
Those reports from the detective agency. He called me that night to talk about it. Thought that he'd given Elaine every opportunity to tell him the truth about Harry Pitkin. Didn't know what to do.
And what was your advice?
It wasn't advice. Merely suggested that he take a short vacation before he went away on the business trip to think things over.
And where did Mr. Hollister go to think things over, as you put it?
I have no idea.
Mrs. Cromwell, I have here a list of 5 telegrams dated May 6th, 7th, 9th, 11th, and one dated yesterday, May 19th. These telegrams were addressed to Ross Hollister, Route 1, Halsey, California, and they were all sent by you. Do you care to change your testimony now?
He didn't kill Pitkin.
That your opinion, or do you know it for a positive?
I know it.
How?
I just know it, that's all.
Mrs. Cromwell, why is Hollister hiding? And why have you been constantly lying to protect him? Give me one good reason, just one. Mrs. Cromwell? That's all.
Mr. Berger, to close this hearing, I suggest you have your office examine this witness's testimony for possible charges of perjury. You may step down.
Very well, Your Honor. However, I may be able to clarify this situation with my next witness. I call Sheriff Mark Daly. Sheriff Mark Daly.
You solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give is not pending this court to be the truth, the whole truth?
I do.
State your name.
Mark Daly.
Be seated.
You are a deputy sheriff of Orange County? Yes, sir. You investigated a call to your office last night at about 11 o'clock? Yes, sir. Will you please tell this court what you found?
The body of a man hidden on the high rocks at Crane Beach.
Were you able to identify that body? Yes, sir. It was the body of Ross Hollister. Has the county coroner examined the remains?
A preliminary examination early this morning. There was a bullet through his left temple.
And were you able to fix the approximate date of death?
Yes, sir. May the 3rd, sometime in the evening.
How could you be so specific?
By medical examination. And the fact that there were several papers in his pocket that were badly smudged when his body was covered by seawater. Now, this could only have happened on the night of May the 3rd, when we had the highest tide of the year.
So Mr. Hollister was killed a full week before the murder of Harry Pitkin. Thank you, Sheriff. Your witness, Mr. Mason.
No questions.
When he stepped down, just go head on. Hook yourself in.
Tonight on MeTV, it's The Twilight Zone, followed by Alfred Hitchcock Presents and Manic. That's coming up right here on MeTV.
Listen up, Jackson. Colonel Jacobs here. The Jackson Gun Show. It's back this Saturday and Sunday at the Mississippi Trading Mart during the Second Amendment tax-free weekend. You heard right. Buy, sell, trade, all tax-free this Saturday 9 to 5 and Sunday 10 to 5. Learn more at NewSouthGunShows.com.
When we place our loved ones in a nursing home, we expect them to receive the best care. We meet with families who learn that their mothers and fathers, grandmothers and grandfathers have been terribly abused in nursing homes. Bed sores, malnutrition, broken bones, dehydration, and yes, even death. I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. If you believe that a loved one has been abused or neglected while living in a nursing home, call us. The consultation is free. Morgan & Morgan, for the people.com.
Lugging your things up and down the stairs is a real hassle. Well, not anymore. Now there's Climb Cart, the new and innovative folding cart that climbs stairs with you. So instead of lifting, you simply roll the Climb Cart upstairs with little effort. So now you'll finally get a break hauling that laundry upstairs. Or add our jumbo-sized carry bag. Now bringing multiple heavy bags of groceries into the house is simple. Whether you're going upstairs or down, the Climb Cart gets you around town. Then the lightweight sturdy frame folds flat and stores anywhere. As part of this special TV offer, you'll get the Climb Cart and free carry bag for the low price of only $39.99. But hold everything. If you order right now, we'll ship it to you free. Plus, all of today's orders come with our 10-year guarantee. But you must call or log on now.
Call 1-800-510-9477 to get your Climb Cart. Call now or go to getclimbcart.com. So call 1-800-510-9477. That's 1-800-510-9477. Call now.
Listen up, Jackson. Colonel Jacobs here. The Jackson Gun Show. It's back this Saturday and Sunday at the Mississippi Trading Mart during the Second Amendment tax-free weekend. You heard right. Buy, sell, trade, all tax-free this Saturday 9 to 5 and Sunday 10 to 5. Learn more at NewSouthGunShows.com.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes, Jimmy?
Mrs. Sheila Farnwell to see you.
Sheila?
She's very important.
All right.
Hello, Stephen.
Sheila, what a delightful surprise. Will you join me? Well, that was quite a session you had in court.
Wasn't it?
Have you seen a lawyer?
No.
You should.
The moment, Stephen. Perjury is the least of my worries. You know how I felt about Ross?
No.
I was in love with him. Only he couldn't see me for dust.
I had no idea.
No, I tried to hide it from everyone, including myself. But Elaine Barton saw through it.
I'm sorry for you, Sheila.
And I'm sorry for you.
Me?
I'm going to kill you. Oh, I'm perfectly serious.
That's not funny, Sheila.
I don't intend it to be. No. No, just stay right where you are. You killed Ross.
Are you insane? You were in court. You heard that sheriff justify that Ross was murdered on May the 3rd.
At the very same time you were guilty of hitting and driving some 70 miles away. Yes, it was very clever of you, Stephen. It was a wonderful alibi. Who'd ever think that a man would deliberately frame himself?
What are you talking about?
You didn't hit Mr. Mason's client. Though you purposely did everything you could to make yourself look guilty. From mailing that letter with the key to Mr. Mason to bribing the doorman at the club.
Don't be ridiculous, Sheila. I was very fond of Ross.
It's not $187,000 worth.
What?
That's how much the books show is missing. Ross must have discovered it that night and called you. That's when you realized you had to kill him.
You're wrong, Sheila. Pitkin killed him.
Who killed Pitkin?
It must have been Elaine Barton. You heard all the evidence. She was the one that seemed...
Now, if you'd care to finish your drink.
The trouble with you, Sheila,
You're far too clever for your own good. I'm afraid this calls for rather drastic measures.
Same drastic measures you used on Ross and Harry Pitkin?
I'm sorry, my dear, but you know what they say about self-preservation.
Sorry to break in this way, but we couldn't afford to let your boy announce this. You don't think we'd be silly enough to load it?
No. Fuller could hurt himself that way. Come on.
Did you hear everything?
You were great, Mrs. Cromwell. Thanks for a wonderful job.
Don't thank me. Pleasure was all mine.
That Sheila Cromwell is quite a gal. Did you have much trouble selling her the idea, Perry?
No, none at all. She was only lying to protect Hollister. Once she learned he was dead, she wanted to help as much as possible.
But how did you convince her that Argyle was guilty?
First I had to convince myself, then Berger. When I realized that Hollister had been murdered before Pitkin, then I knew where that